She's a little smoky this morning. That's how I like it. Got the weights on the front because these mergers pretty heavy. So extra weight. But today we are merging hay for the dairy that's north of us. We're part owners of a custom chopping crew. So we don't own this merger. This is the chopping company's merger, but the 245, this is our tractor. So this morning we're gonna finish up second cut. I missed Saturday, but today I'm back in the merger, so we're gonna go finish second cut. But I'm gonna go top off fuel up at the dairy. So let's head out. I guess today I'm gonna be running with 30 windows. It's a beautiful morning though. Good view of the corn. It's looking pretty good other than some wet spots where it's looking a little sick, but it looks pretty good. Dealing. So if you're not familiar with one of these mergers, I'll do a quick walk around here. It's 3-point mounted. Got a PTO here that runs a hydraulic pump, which runs your fingers and the belts, and these two arms come down like this, and you can make your belts go whatever way you want. It's got a rear wheel steer system, so these back wheels actually turn, which is pretty handy when you're doing corners and stuff. It's a little different on the road, but yeah, it's got rear wheel steer. And these are the adjustable skid plates. You adjust your height with them. And yeah, that's pretty much the machine. It's pretty simple, straightforward. And like I said, this merger is heavy, so we actually put back duals on our tractors to keep it from cracking a rim or something. So we're at the field, and obviously we do our headlands first. Got 2 mergers. Those aren't our tractors, but that's another guy's tractors. They're gonna throw from the edge. There's 9 windrows around because they're triple moors, and then they put them together, and then I flip it over because these pick up 3 windrows at a time. So, but normally we do 7s where we put 3 in one and then the other 3 into one. See if I can remember how to unfold this thing. Not that hard, I guess. Got the control box up here. Almost like the old DB planter. But yeah, here we go. Gauge, PTO. And these decide which way is your belt's going, so we're gonna throw right. So I have them all clicked right. Just like that. And we'll turn on front wheel assist. We're good to go. So as you can see, we're throwing it together, and I'm actually going, this hay is really, really thick because we had to wait to cut it for a long time because of rain. So it grew a lot more than we wanted it to. But I'm going really slow because we want a consistent windrow, and especially when we're putting 9 windrows together, it gets really thick, so we need it consistent so the choppers don't have trouble. Once we get into the field and have only 7 rows, then I'll be able to go a little bit faster. Well, it's been a while and I haven't even made it around the field yet. I'm going pretty slow. Try to keep this pile from getting a bunch of bunches in it, but we're almost around the field. But those guys have already made a bunch of windrows without me. Wow. Well, we're on the normal rows now. Going kind of slow. Still some very thick hay, going 6 miles an hour. Got the one chopper over there, and we got the other one over there. And that end windrow is real thick, but they're eating through it. So yeah, looking pretty good. Got my auto steer working pretty smooth. And there's the two other mergers. We got an 8R, it looks like, and a 7R. Nothing's as cool as this 245 though. Oh, it's been pretty wet, so there's some wet spots in this field that they had to cut around, which kind of sucks because we have to make windrows around them. But nothing we can do about it. It's just been a wet spring. So we're on the second part of this big field. The hay's not as thick, so I'm actually going 8 mile an hour. Well, this field's done. Fold her up. Head to the field across this road over there. Looks like they got a lot of this field picked up. A lot of shoppers over there. Deer shopper, I believe, is filling up with water. Another one done. Had to go around the slough a little, but it's a smaller field, probably like 40 acres or so. But got her all folded up. Gonna head on to the Highway 12. Go to the next one. The hay, when we get to the end. The hay's actually so thick we gotta do 7s on the ends. We usually put 9 together, but we have to do 7s because the hay is so thick. So it's going pretty well though. Got those jump tractors behind me. Nothing beats this tractor. This is what I like. Mile-long rows in a big field. This is a massive field. So these are mile-long rows here. Then they get shorter over there. But kick on the auto steer. Rest your feet. Swivel the seat. This thing has a little bit of swivel. And just roll.
Can I get your front casing?
Look how thick that hay is. Got the chopper headed in here. They got done with the field that we were just on. And the camera just does not do justice. I was saying the camera doesn't do justice how big these windrows are. It's just 7 windrows together. I mean, it's halfway as tall as this merger, 3/4 of the way as tall as the actual merger.
Go ahead and turn around way on. You want to get behind.
It's wild. You can definitely tell it's thick because it's almost like tumbling over because of how high the previous row is. But this merger is having zero problem doing it. Tractor's having no problem pulling this. And for these mergers, you actually don't run very high RPMs. The max RPMs you want to run that hydraulic pump at is like 750. So not very many RPMs for this tractor, but they don't take much power at all, I'd say. They're just pretty heavy. Look at that thing eat. 990 Jaguar. Eating up these windrows. They're just massive windrows. Got a lot of tons out here. Hopefully the trucks can keep up. Well, I'm just finishing up the last pass here for me. He's got one more pass, and he's finished up his pass too. But then this 160 acres field, I believe, just a guess, will be done. Then we have one more left to finish, and that's where we'll be heading after this one.
You are, he's gonna come over and run some water there.
We got this other field opened up on the normal rows again. This field is looking pretty dry. I think the choppers are pretty much using all the water they can from that tank behind them. So this stuff was cut on Saturday afternoon and it sat over Sunday. And now it's Monday and we're chopping it now. So usually we can actually chop the day after cutting. So that's probably why it's dry, because it sat for an extra day. But I think it's flowing through the merger just fine. So I think we'll be fine. See that? It's a coyote. Now seen 2 today. And it's in the middle of the day. So they must be sick or something. Should go chase it with the merger here. I'll put a few holes in him, I think. We're almost done. Only a few rounds left. Then first cut for Meadow Sardary will be done. This hay is drying way too fast. Choppers are still not at this field. They're struggling. Because believe it or not, when the hay gets too dry, the choppers plug easier. So it's kind of opposite what you think. We are done. Done merging second cut. So the 245, the tractor I'm in, is actually going on a band sprayer tomorrow. So I gotta go drop this merger off at a neighbor's yard because it's kind of a long story, but the regular merger that goes on this tractor broke, so we had to use this one. The one that we normally use is at the farm right now, and it's fixed now. So I'm gonna go drop this off, top off a few out the area, and then bring this thing home. It's a nice setup. Making them on a fast sprayer. I love it.